Hi, welcome to my channel. I am so happy you're here. So in my video today, I am going to be talking about the Hocus Pocus palette that I rearranged the eyeshadow shades. And what I mean is I took out the shades that were basic to me, especially because they were matte with glitters. And this is what it looked like inside the palette. So as you can see, this is not just from the Hocus Pocus palette. It was also from the Garden Variety palette, which I also did do a switch up as well. But I will save this palette for another video just because I wanted to primarily focus on this one. And I feel like I did make it my own to create a look out of it. So hopefully you find it interesting and that you'll continue watching to see where I got these shades from. I mean, it truly makes the palette unique just looking at it. So keep watching if you like. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start is just showing you the shades I took out from both of the palettes, and it's these right here. As you could tell, they're like a matte with like glitter in it, and I just didn't like that it was in those palettes because I feel like I wouldn't even use them all over the lid, and I'm not sure how well it will work on the crease, but I'll give it a try later to see if there's a lot of fallout with those glitters. It's just like, it almost looks like a shimmer, but at the same time it's not. Like, it's just very like, I feel like I would want these shadows to be mattes instead of the glitters in it. But we'll try later in this look. So I'm gonna put the original Hocus Pocus palette up in the screen somewhere so you could see the shades that I did take out. And as you can see, there's like a pressed glitter on the shade called Brew Potion. And then the one called, I call it a bus, was like a matte black with purple fine glitter in it. And then the Come Little Children was also like a brownish shade. So you could see that there's a little bit of a basic neutral theme going on. And so this is what I put as replacements of those shades. So as you can tell, like, I wanted a little bit of a green duochrome. I wanted like Brew Potion to be what I think it would look like, especially like if you pretty much knew from growing up, like on the 90s, there was like these toy gadgets that had like the ability to create potions or something, like in a little lab, but I don't know, like, I'll try to find it online. Like I said, so I'll try to find it online, but it was really cool because basically you created something and then you can eat it after. So I just thought that, this palette makes me want to use it all year long and not just for Halloween. But yeah, so basically everything that you see from Full Moon, Come Little Children, this one, this, like, most of them I did rearrange them, and I put these shades right here from the Too Faced It's a Festival palette, and I thought that the eyeshadow shades wouldn't fit in this palette, but because I looked at the pan sizes and they fit perfectly, so this is what mine looks like, and I'm completely happy with it now. I feel like I am not missing out on the matte with glitter sheets in it. So for today, I do just want to play around with the Hocus Pocus palette. I feel like I'm going to create something really, really nice out of these shades. And yeah, so I think the first shade I am going to be taking is the one called Colvin. And I'm just going to put that as my transition shade. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking this matte cream shade with glitter in it, and I'm just going to be putting that under my brow bone. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to be taking is the one right here, and this one's called Dead Man's Toe. And I'm just going to put it lightly on my outer corner with this brush. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the shade called Hello Salem, and it looks like this. It's supposed to be one of these shades, but when I thought of the movie, I remember the guy was surrounded with like autumn leaves, and I just thought of this orange shimmer shade, so I'm just going to put that all over the lid and see how that looks. So I'm just going to wet the brush because I feel like the orange shimmer shade is pretty, but it's not as metallic as I like it to be. So just trying this again, but it is beautiful. It's like a light wash of orange. So this is what the eyes look like, and I really love that orange shade. It's like not so orange, but this is like a wearable orange, and I just love it. So now for inner corner, I do have at least like 3 shades I could go with for inner corner. But it's the brew potion one. I call it a bus, and come little children. And this one too, but this is like a silver. I don't think it could go, but I like lighter eyeshadow shades in the inner corner. So I think to make it more unique, I am going to be taking the shade Come Little Children, and we'll see how that goes with putting it there. I've never tried these Too Faced eyeshadows. Like, I've always had them, but I've never had gone into the motivation to actually use them because they were always in my magnetic palette. I did the Too Faced shadows into there, so I never used it. It was just there, and then now that they fit into these Colourpop palettes, it makes me motivated to use them. So let's see how this one works. So this is my finished eye look, and I'm really happy with how everything that came out of these shadows. Yeah, it's just really good. So that is pretty much it that I wanted to share in this video today. I just figured that if you couldn't get your hands on this palette, honestly, I don't think you missed out, because most of these shades down here are almost like mattes that you might already own with other palettes that you might have. And this one, I feel like it's dupable with a Colourpop shadow called Thank You Next. They have something, you know what? They actually have something from Instagram that is inspired by this palette color scheme. And I feel like they did a really good job with finding existing Colourpop shades that would match this palette. So, I mean, honestly, I don't think you're not missing out too much. And these shades right here, you could find it in indie makeup shadows. Like this one could be a Cindy Grace Winter Garden shade. This one could be from a Colourpop Orange You Glad shade. And then this one is always very dupable. Like it comes out like a dark shade, but it has a blue shift to it. So that's super, super pretty, and that is definitely around in the makeup world. So really, really pretty. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, may God bless, and I hope that you have a great day or great night, whatever time you're watching my video. Continue being safe, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.